The 2010 song, Rolling in the Deep, was a very successful hit for the British singer Adele. After reaching number 1, it remained on the Billboard Hot 100 chart for 65 weeks. Adele was very upset when she wrote the song. She also made a very powerful statement with her music video. But why was she so upset? What was the message behind her music video? And what does the phrase rolling in the deep actually mean? In this video, we will explore the real story behind the song, Rolling in the Deep, by Adele.
Songs are like timestamps through your journey in life. They can remind you of exactly where you were, what you were doing, and who you were with. The good times that you want to remember, and the bad ones you'd rather forget. But every song has its own unique story that inspired the songwriter and moved him to share their experience with us. In this video, we will follow the songwriters on their journey and discover the real story behind the song.
Adele's multi-platinum hit, Rolling in the Deep, won Grammys for both Record and Song of the Year. It not only topped 4 of Billboard's charts, but as of 2008, Billboard has it listed as one of their top 100 songs of all time. It remained on the Billboard Hot 100 chart for 65 weeks. According to Billboard, Rolling in the Deep was the biggest crossover song since 1985. The album 21 won Grammys for both Album of the Year and Best Pop Vocal Album. The term rolling in the deep may sound a bit puzzling for people living outside the UK. So in an interview with Rolling Stone, Adele explained that it was an adaptation of a British slang phrase called, roll deep. It means to always have someone that has your back, and you're never on your own. If you're ever in trouble, you've always got someone who's going to come and help you fight it. She said, that is how she felt in her relationship. The song was about how deeply committed she was to her then boyfriend. She was with him through thick or thin. She always had his back. The term roll deep would be similar to the American slang expression ride or die. So now that we better understand the meaning of the song's title, let's dig deeper into the story. According to Adele, while she was deeply in love with her man, in reality, her relationship did not last. In other words, she thought her relationship was rolling in the deep. So she sings her song with the raw emotions of a broken-hearted woman. When you listen to Rolling in the Deep, you hear several styles of music. Adele explained that much of her influence came from listening to a greatest hits collection from American country singer Wanda Jackson. Jackson, who is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, was herself influenced by rock and roll legend Elvis Presley and eventually toured with him in the 1950s. At one point, she even dated him. Adele was so inspired by Jackson's unique style of rock, country and gospel that she and Jackson wound up touring together. This also explains how a British singer like Adele can sound so much like an American country singer at times. Rolling in the Deep is about Adele coming to grips with a failed relationship. The song was written by Adele and Paul Epworth, who was also the producer. She said Epworth helped her hit notes that she never knew she had. As the story goes, Adele considered her boyfriend to also be her best friend. At one point, she expressed her full commitment to him only to find out later that he did not feel the same way. He basically revealed that he was not into the marriage thing. As things started to get rocky, she decided to leave. He then told her that she was weak and would be lonely if she left him. Rolling in the Deep was her way of telling him, I'm not falling for those mind games. You're the one who lost. You could have had it all. Months after their breakup, he got engaged to another woman. Even though he supposedly claimed he was not into serious relationships. All of this gave Adele plenty of material to write about later. The video for the song starts with Adele sitting in a chair in an abandoned house. The images in the video are a reflection of the pain and anger she feels as she sings of her breakup. We see a floor covered with drinking glasses filled with water vibrating to the beat of drums. The scene cuts to a dancer in a room full of a white powdery dust. There are scenes of plates crashing against a wall. Near the end of the video, we see a long table with a model of a city all in white. The city appears barren and unfinished. Suddenly, Sparks rain down from the ceiling lights and burn the model city down. Apparently, the goal was to create visual images of the chaos going on inside Adele's head. The crashing of dishes, which reminds one of a domestic dispute. The thunder of the drums. The unsettled water in the glasses. It all speaks of a house in turmoil where no one is happy. Then we have the eventual burning of an unfinished model. Perhaps a reference to a relationship that was still in the building stages, only to be destroyed before it was completed. The visuals all go very well with the lyrics. And it gives excellent insight on how Adele was affected by the breakup. The success of Rolling in the Deep is also proof of Adele's ability to express herself in songs that allow her audience to feel her emotions. She wrote the song in about 3 hours. That's not surprising since it was just one day after her breakup. So everything she expressed in the song was still fresh in her mind. And it's pretty obvious she was still angry. Yet Rolling in the Deep was written before she found out he got engaged months later. One can only imagine what the lyrics would have been if she found out sooner. Adele originally wanted the song to be a ballad, but her producer convinced her to make a more fiery version. One that would make her former boyfriend see that he had now put a fire in her heart. He no longer had control over her emotions. And if he pushes back by trying to air her secrets, she has things on him that apparently are far worse. So don't even think about it. Adele reminded him that he could have had it all as she was fully committed to him. She was willing to roll deep for him, but he blew it. There's a line in the song that reads, "Turn my sorrow into treasured gold." She seems to be telling him that now she is going to turn her sorrow into a gold record. She did even better. The song went platinum. Adele later followed up Rolling in the Deep with a song called Someone Like You. This new song was also directed at her former boyfriend, but it had a very different message. We will explain that song in an upcoming video. The real story behind the song series is a growing collection of behind-the-scenes stories on some of the biggest-selling songs from the past and present. Our other series is called Stupid Crime Stories You Just Won't Believe. It is a collection of some of the craziest crimes committed by the dumbest criminals. You can find them all on our channel page, or you can click the playlist link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button and share the link with your friends. And be sure to subscribe to this channel for updates.